we're talking about ammunition malfunctions. These ammunition malfunctions are generally related to the potency of the powder charge that's going to be in your cartridge round. Usually it's caused because this powder isn't as potent as it's supposed to be. Sometimes, based on improper storage of ammunition, you might have some moisture that might seep in between the crevice of the wall of the casing and the actual bullet. And it creeps in and causes deterioration of this powder, and it could lead to one of these three ammunition malfunctions. A misfire. Who knows what a misfire is?
When the hammer hits the round, it doesn't go anywhere.
The gun doesn't discharge. Instead of the gun going bang, it just goes click. Last thing you want your gun to do when you need it to go bang is for it to go click. The potency of this powder has sufficiently deteriorated such that this primer cup, when it was struck by the firing pin, could not generate a spark such that would ignite this powder and create the explosion, create the discharge. Which is different from a hang fire. A hang fire is slightly different. It's actually a huge difference. In a hang fire, there's a noticeable delay between the time you pull the trigger, the firing pin hits the primer cup, creates the spark, and there is a noticeable delay between the time that the gun actually discharged. That delay could be as long as 15-20 seconds. So you can actually pull the trigger on your gun. You can actually hear it go click. And it might be 15-20 seconds later before it goes bang. As you can imagine, some pretty interesting things occur. Yeah, exactly. People do some really weird things with their handgun when it doesn't go bang.
Oh, man.
This gentleman right here just did what? What did you do? What did you do?
Just look up.
You just looked at your handgun. As you're looking at your handgun that failed to discharge, and then it goes bang, about 5-10 seconds later, you've just done what?
Suicide.
You just shot yourself in the face. Yeah, it may or may not be suicide, but you violated what fundamental safe gun handling rule?
First.
The first one, yes, for sure.